one draws close to halftime. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they lead the visiting Packers at halftime. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns there. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On play action, Trask. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Trask. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Brown. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Brown now on 1st down. Completes this again to Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On 1st down, Brown. The quick slant caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Brown looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Trask now. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's C.J. Henderson picking it off. 20. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. A handoff for Gibson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Trask. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. Brown. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second down at 4. Trask to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Good yardage on the completion. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leads them with a 1st and goal. To throw is Trask. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now James returning. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Brown. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play for the Jaguars. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Brown. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dan Arnold, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing, Trask. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
Down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Trask throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going back to the air with Trask.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they really work.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's James.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. He's back to throw. Complete, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll look to throw. He's got McLaurin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Trash throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
One last shot here. Trask.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jags, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Washington, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.